Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to My Yoga Time. Today I have a super short recline sequence for you, which is ideal after a long run. So this particular practice will release any tension or tightness in the hips, the quads, hip flexors, and also the glutes. So when you're ready, let's come down onto your back. And we'll start with the knees bent and just allow your right knee to fall out to the side and then wiggle your right foot over to the left so that it's in between the left heel and the buttock. Now, if you can, use your left hand to hold on to those right toes. If you can't reach the foot, it doesn't matter. If you find that this hip and knee need a little support, you can always place a rolled up towel or something to elevate the leg a little, just so that you feel a little more like you're being held in the pose and you're not hanging too much on that hip joint. Here is option one, yogis, a little deeper if you raise that left leg as well, and you can hold on to that knee, either with the right hand or both hands. So we're here for a few breaths. Let's relax the jaw. Allow the in-breath to gently descend and the navel expand. Take a moment there to pause before you exhale slowly. Well done, yogis. Let's release that left foot down to the floor if it's lifted. Raise your right knee now, extend the foot up towards the ceiling and interlace the hands around the belly of the thigh, so the middle of the thigh. I want you to create a little bit of resistance, so press the leg into the hands, draw the hands back onto the leg and see if you can arch your back a little. You might like to point the toes as you inhale, flex the foot as you exhale. Maintaining that gentle resistance for just a few more breaths. By creating that resistance, you're actually engaging the hamstrings while trying to stretch them, which is especially therapeutic. And you'll find that when you soften that resistance, which we can do so now, you might be able to move a little deeper into that hamstring stretch. Breathe into the leg. Where attention goes, energy flows. Well done, yogis. Let's release that now. Take the right ankle to the left knee, moving into reclined pigeon. Any concerns with knees or hips, you might find that here is strong enough. Otherwise, lifting up that left leg and interlacing the hands either on top of the shin or behind the knee. Now, for those who might be really quite supple through the hips and not carrying too much tension there today, you might be able to lower that right heel just a little bit and then straighten your left leg and reach for your calf or wherever you can hold on. So it's just an option. Soften any tension that's crept into the jaw. If you have the urge to take a little rock from side to side, feel free to do so. And let's release that left foot down now. Keep the right ankle on the knee, maintain this shape in the legs. Just take them over to your left. You want the sole of the left foot flat to the floor. And if it can't reach the floor, you can always position a block or a book or something underneath, or you could lift the foot up and place it on the inner left knee as well. So we're going to use our left hand to press that leg away, or if you can reach the ankle, hold onto the ankle. So we're getting into that IT bend now, running down the outside of the leg, which for most of us gets quite tight. So you might not feel much of a juicy stretch here. It might even feel a bit stuck the first few times you practice, and that's okay. We want the leg to fall away from the body as best you can. Let's take 3 more breaths into the outer hip and the outer leg. And let's bring those legs back to center now. We're going to cross the right thigh over the left thigh, picking up the feet, squeeze the thighs together. Just a little bit of core here, only for a brief moment. Lift the upper body off the mat. Keep squeezing those thighs together. Keep squeezing those thighs together. And let's release. Well done. Take a twist. Move your hips a little to the right, knees over to the left. If this is too intense on your hips, you can always uncross the legs. I want you to see if you can deepen your breath into the lower belly and the lower back. Well done, yogis. We'll move into a quad stretch now. So you might like to roll a little more onto your left side. You can prop up the head. Leave your right knee bent and then straighten your left leg underneath you. Tuck your toes under and point the heel up to the ceiling. Try and rotate the leg so that front of that thigh is facing down towards the mat. Move the leg back a little if you can, and then bend the knee and reach for the foot, or you can hold onto a strap. So here, I want you to try and gently tuck your tailbone under and begin to deepen the breath down the left side of the body. Inhale and exhale, release the foot, return to your back. Well done, yogis. Let's practice that same sequence on the other side. So left knee will now fall out to the side. Wiggle the foot over to the right. It's in between the buttock and the heel. Hold on to those toes if you can. Option to take a hold of that right knee as well. And let's lower that right foot down. Raise the left leg, coming into your hamstring stretch, creating that resistance between the hands and the legs. A little arch in the back. Try and curl your tailbone up. Feel free to point the toes as you inhale and flexing as you exhale. Well done. Soften that resistance. Maybe you can slide the hands up a little bit higher now. And moving into your reclined pigeon pose, ankle to the knee, either staying there or taking a hold of that right leg. Again, you might like a little rock from side to side. Or maybe you want to stretch into those right hamstrings once again. So that left foot needs to lower a little bit so that you can straighten the right leg and reach for the foot. Now it's just an option. We all have different layers of tension in the body and different range of movements through the joints. So it's not always a matter of flexibility. Well done. Let's lower that right foot down. ITB stretch now. Keep the legs in this position. Take them over to the right. Either use your right hand to press that leg away, or if you can reach the ankle, take a hold of the ankle. Observe the breath moving the body. Remember that sweet little pause before you exhale. And let's come back to center, crossing those legs, squeezing thighs together, lifting upper body off the mat. And let's lower down. Take your twist, hips move just a touch to the left before the knees come over to the right. And you can gently deepen your twist just by deepening the breath. Twists are a great way to relieve tension along the spine, but also to stimulate our digestion. Massage those internal organs. And moving into your quad stretch now. You can roll a little more onto your right side. Prop up the head if you prefer. Keep your left knee bent. Straighten and relax the right leg underneath you. Look for that rotation. Heel points up to the ceiling. Then bend the knee and take a hold of the foot. A little bit of resistance there. Lower down if that feels good. Otherwise, keep the head propped up a little bit higher. Well done. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the foot, return to your back. And we'll just take a brief moment laying on our back for Shavasana, giving the body some well-earned rest. Taking up as much space on the mat as you like, palms to face the ceiling. Softening the forehead, the tongue and jaw. And taking the next few moments to just be. Thank you for practicing with me today.